Hello and welcome to the final edition of our sports update of the semester. Alongside Ryan Eldridge, I'm Adrian Fedkiw. It was the shocker of the college basketball season thus far. You'll see how Juan Fernandez and Ryan Brooks led the Owls to a stunner over Villanova. We got the double shot in hoops as the women's team is off to their best start in 4 years. You'll see why the Lady Owls actually have a better record than the men's team. Coming into the season, the Temple football program had the third longest bowl drought of any Division 1A football program. It's been 30 years since the Owls defeated Cal 28-17 in the 1979 Garden State Bowl. The two other teams with longer droughts than Temple, Kent State and New Mexico State. For Kent State, their last bowl game was in 1972, and for the Aggies of New Mexico State, you have to go all the way back to 1960. Louisiana Monroe became a Division 1A program in 94. They have the longest overall drought of 62 years. See, Temple fans, it's not so bad after all. Teens for Good creates urban farms and sells their produce to local restaurants. I spoke with the director of the program, Jamie McKnight, to discuss what type of produce is grown in the garden. And when I get home, I'm going to spice and fry up some asparagus. Bernard Pierce has been absolutely sensational in his first 10 games here at Temple. Check this out. Listed here are Adrian Peterson, Tony Dorsett, and Herschel Walker. These were their total freshman rushing stats. Bernard Pierce has 2 games left and is already tied with Walker and Peterson with 15 touchdowns. Not too shabby, Bernard. Asher Roth graduated here at Pennsbury High School in Fairless Hills, Pennsylvania. I caught up with Frank Ciola, the head coach of the men's basketball team, to discuss Asher's earlier high school years.
You know, I didn't actually have Asher Roth in class, but as most of us, we were well aware of his freestyling ability and his ability to rhyme, scheme, and steal. Actually, he was really well known. He had done some songs. He had put out a CD that a number of kids had bought, had passed around, and here at Pennsbury we had a freestyle competition going at EOP in which we try to get the school's best freestylers together to compete NCAA tournament style, and Asher was certainly one of them.
Tim Blum also recollects on Asher's high school years.
Yeah, Asher made a CD with Brian Sellers back in high school, and they sold it around school. They made a decent amount of money off of it, and lots of people bought their CD, liked it, and from that CD you can tell like he was pretty into rapping and that he might make it pretty far.
Tyler Moss graduated with Asher Roth in 2003.
Met him in 10th grade geometry class. We were always in gym class together, and he was always like, that stand-up guy, like, just, nice to everybody.
Asher Roth's hot new single, I Love College, peaked at number 12 in the Billboard Top 100 music chart. His new album, entitled Asleep in the Bread Aisle, comes out on April 20th. For Temple News, I'm Adrian Fedkiw. This past Saturday in Happy Valley, the Temple Owls had a tough task on their hands as they squared off against Darrell Clark and the 5th-ranked Nittany Lions of Penn State in front of one of the top fan bases in college football. Temple has not beaten Penn State since 1941. We started off in the first quarter as the Nittany Lions strike first with a 1-yard touchdown pass from Darrell Clark to senior tight end Mickey Schuler. Later on in the quarter, the Owls make a play on defense. Number 46, John Haley, brings the heat as he gets Clark to hurry his throw, which is picked off by linebacker Jordan Martin, who makes a nice diving grab. Following the interception on a 3rd and 14, quarterback Vaughn Charlton throws a strike to James Nixon, who picks up 29 yards and a key first down. This leads to a Brandon McManus 25-yard field goal to cut the lead to 7-3 after 1. In the second quarter, Penn State turns it on. First, it's Evan Royster who takes it in from 7 yards out. Royster finished the day with 19 carries, 134 yards, and a touchdown. Next, it's Darrell Clark who throws his second touchdown of the game, connecting this time with Derek Moy for a 4-yard score. The score is 21-3 at the half. The Owls cut the lead to 21-6 in the third as McManus boots it through from 35 yards for his second field goal of the game. But Penn State puts it away early in the fourth when Stephon Green gets his first touchdown of the season punching it in from the 3. There's a reason why Penn State is ranked 5th in the country, as the Owls fall to 0-2, losing this one 31-6. From Happy Valley, I'm Adrian Fedkiw, Owl Sports. Hi, this is Adrian Fedkiw reporting live from the WMGK Rock Art Show at the Liberty Place on 16th and Chestnut. There are over 250 pieces of art available for purchase, with the price ranging from $5,000 to $10,000. We spoke with the director of the show, Scott Siegelbaum, about the variety of art available for purchase.
This is a visual history of rock and roll. I call it from the Rat Pack to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The Rock Art Show started actually in Los Angeles. There seemed to be a parallel between rock and roll and artwork. John Lennon went to art school, Jerry Garcia went to art school, and since we were in Los Angeles, they all lived there, so we had an idea to put on a rock and roll art show, and to our surprise, just people came out of the woodwork.
The WMGK Rock Art Show offers a plethora of artwork created by musicians, famous rock photographs, a selection of gold records, concert posters, animation paintings, and lyrics. The silent auction exhibit is made up of paintings and photographs by local artists and photographers. One of the more popular items is the George Thorogood autographed guitar. All of the proceeds of the auction will go to Stephen Van Zant's Rock and Roll Forever Foundation. Van Zant is the honorary chairperson for this year's show. His foundation is a national middle and high school curriculum initiative. The school lesson plans are geared towards music, social studies, language arts, and media studies. For the people that just want to see live performances, they can. Students from the Paul Green School of Rock will be performing during lunchtime hours all week. As you saw, this is a must-see for any rock fan in the Philadelphia area. Get here in a hurry because it ends on Sunday. For Temple News, live at the Liberty Place, I'm Adrian Fedkiw. This year was no exception. There are 10 great highlights that stand out for us. Let's count them down. Start at the number 10. We start with some field hockey as number 20, Sharice Young, cleans up the garbage. The goal sent the Lady Owls into the playoffs. We got some more football at number 8 as Vaughn Charlton connects with James Nixon for a 75-yard touchdown strike. Charlton threw for 319 yards in the opener against Villanova. At 6, we have Verleer Jefferson as he goes baseline for the jam. It almost looks like he's going in slow motion. The Owls defeat Delaware in this one, 76-56. At 4, we have the elusive freshman Waterbuck. Watch Matt Brown as he squirms his way for a 71-yard touchdown run. Brown filled in for an injured Bernard Pierce. He rushed for 156 yards in the 47-13 win over Kent State. And at number 2, it's freshman sensation Bernard Pierce. We have a little montage here because, well, he had so many great touchdown runs this season, you couldn't just put one on here. The Owls finished the season at 9-3, going to their first bowl game since 1979.